All right. So, welcome to another episode of the Market Messiah Movement. Today, we're going to talk about AI slop, how to not have it, and a pretty interesting story about LinkedIn and why LinkedIn really sucks a lot of the times. I mean, it's a platform that I'm on all the time. It's a platform we use for our clients to run ads and all this stuff, but it really just kind of sucks and is pretty dumb a lot of the times. So, let's talk about that. Because that'll be fun and interesting and help you in your whole content creation, audience building, getting attention kind of journey here. And so we got two segments for today. Today I got, what am I calling this? We're calling this Content Corner. And that's a new segment. But yeah, Content Corner. We're live on air here, Dave. This is brought to you by White Claw. And we have another segment brought to you by Budweiser, by Dave. And it's going to be called Conversion Therapy. So we're going to be talking about content and conversion. New segments of the show brought to you by Twizzlers, the best candy to eat when you are a suffering content creator coach. Okay, anyway, let's stop trying to be funny and let's give some value here. So first thing, got a very interesting story here. So here's the synopsis of what happened. LinkedIn, I don't know if you remember, but LinkedIn used to have this button on your content that said, enhance your writing with AI, right? So LinkedIn's basically, they want people to create more content. So, and they want to make it easy for you. That's what LinkedIn's been all about because nobody really posts content on LinkedIn. It's one of those platforms where there's lots of people on it, but most people don't even log into their profiles, and the ones that do don't create content. So LinkedIn does everything that they can to get people creating. And so they put this button there, showed up, who knows, maybe a year ago, of enhance with AI or write with AI, just to make it easy for people, to encourage them to write content. Now what they've actually done is they got rid of that button. But before doing that, they added a mark as AI slop button. And that's like literally what it says, mark as AI slop. So that now when you see something with AI, it'll get rid of it from your feed and it'll basically just going to ultimately kill the reach of whoever is posting AI slop. Because if you've been anyone who's been on LinkedIn for 10 minutes, you just see that the feed is full of copy paste AI slop, AI generated puppy videos with AI generated comments, and it's just all a bunch of garbage. So, but pretty interesting how they did that, isn't it? What do you think of that, Dave? Give me your initial thoughts on this.
I mean, it's market burnout in real time, and soon I guarantee they'll take it away. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. People, they wanted to have it. AI was new and shiny a couple of years ago. Now AI just reads like I think like everyone at this point has seen enough AI to be able to know the exact patterns, which by the way will give you something to help with that later on. But yeah, for the most part, if you want actually like good content, which is what LinkedIn realizes they came to the realization, okay, lots of people, especially big creators. I'm even seeing like Tony Robbins is doing this now. Well, not him specifically, but someone on his team. They're like doing lazy AI content. I think even Russell Brunson, literally the funnel guy, is using it. I think LinkedIn are seeing the writing on the walls. They're seeing, okay, they did it so that they could create more content. But the problem is when you do this, and when you incentivize and make it easy to produce volume, what do you get? Well, you compromise on quality, and so less people are reading this stuff, is what I'd imagine. So this is probably their reverse around it. Now they're taking that away and introducing the slot button. So yeah.
Thank you, Dave, our official sloppy correspondent. Appreciate that. Yeah, I think you nailed it. Yeah, that is the hilarious thing, isn't it? That I've seen lots of the best top creators put out AI slop using it, like for even like the biggest podcasts in the world that I see descriptions that are like really AI, and it's like in this video, this person is doing this, which I mean, I think that's fine to be fair, because if you have a strong actual native creative, like making video and doing a live, then if you're gonna have an AI description, great, do a fucking AI description. You don't need to be creative when it comes to that. But if your whole thing's gonna be AI, that's not good. So that's why I'm a big advocate for video. I mean, if you're making videos, you're doing the work, it's showing your personality, and even going live like this is even better because it's authentic and real. That's why live is so big amongst Gen Z. Gen Z hates fake shit. They can see through all of it. They understand that everything is a show. The thing about Gen Z, they understand that everything is a show, that everything is produced, that everything is fake, everything on the internet isn't real, and it's just people just like messing around, making stuff up for entertainment. So if you're going to try to be fake, like if you're going to try to cut corners like that and read scripts, it's why am I going to watch that? I'd rather just watch some ridiculous, crazy, outlandish, like real stuff, like actual people doing stuff. So that's why I think live's cool. Okay. So the slot button, here's what it actually does. I'm going to read from a script now. Okay, but it's to supplement our story here. So, okay, the slot button. Here's what it actually does, because this matters. See, I don't like that AI does that. Because this matters. Here's why this is important. See, that's kind of stuff that's got to leave. So apparently, you got there's the 3 dots on every post. You tap the 3 dots, 2 things happen. 1, the post disappears from your feed. Okay. 2 is that it fires a signal into LinkedIn's ranking system, and they treat it the same way as they treat the like not interested kind of thing. So you see somebody's ad, you see somebody's content, and it says you can tap not interested because you don't want to see that person anymore. So pretty much, it's not just like a mute button, but it's actually sending a signal to LinkedIn saying, hey, this stuff is AI slop. Another problem I see here with this is that if you just don't like someone, you can just say that their stuff is AI slop. Like, I don't think what's going to happen is if you just don't like someone, it doesn't matter if it's AI slop or not. You can just hit the this is AI slop button and you can just kill their reach. I bet that's going to be something that happens here. It's like policing. It's like we're policing each other, just like the commies do, just like back in Red Scare, McCarthyism. LinkedIn has turned into commie McCarthyism, where if you suspect something of AI slop, you can push a button that says seems like AI slop, and you can't do anything about it. If somebody pushes that on your post, you can't do anything about it.
That's why I'm saying they'll eventually take it away, because there's like eventually like anyone you don't like, let's say competitor, you just make a point of just doing that. The problem is, so LinkedIn's overcorrected essentially.
Dude, this is messed up. Yeah. And you can just, if you thought your reach was bad before, it's the algorithm's fault. Now everyone and anyone can just click this button and it's going to kill the reach for your post. And it doesn't matter if it's AI slop or not. It's just someone else saying it. What a load of horse shit. Man, that's bad. God, what a dumb correction. It's like LinkedIn's like a little dog with a tail running with his chasing its tail, trying to jump on the next trend of like listening to its people, because they're so desperate for engagement. They're so desperate to keep people on the platform, so desperate for people to like them that they'll do anything and everything to listen to these like very few people on LinkedIn that just rant and complain about stuff, and they just listen to whatever they say and they put whatever features they want. God, it's bad. God, it's bad. Okay.
Basically the ultimate people pleaser.
The ultimate people pleaser. They're like that dog that just they don't even know who they're walking up to. They just lay down on their back, belly up, and just hope they get rubbed off. That's what LinkedIn is. Okay. Next slide, the part nobody covered. This is the same platform quietly killed its own AI post writer. Okay, we already kind of went over that.
Yeah.
That is the funny thing. Okay, so maybe I'm going to get your take on this. to Dave, but this is what we're talking about. In a single week, LinkedIn went from, hey, use AI to write all of your posts, enhance your posts with AI. And even with comments, it had this feature, use AI for your posts. It went from that to McCarthyism, mark this post as AI slop. And it got rid of the enhance AI button and added an AI slop button. What's up with that? Okay, I just repeated myself there. Okay. So Dave. Okay, well, this is actually, I don't want to, because I know you're going to give a segment about this, but we got to talk about people like running, how we're like doing content and using AI to do it, but then making sure it's not sounding AI and sloppy, because I'm sure, I know that's something you're doing here.
Yeah. So what's the question?
The question is, okay, so going on to this next part, don't really have a question. I don't really like this slides format. So one thing too is, if you're working from a script, I don't think script has never worked for me. Like doing video, script has never worked for me, because when you use a script, if you don't follow it exactly, you're fucked, and you're gonna lose your spot, and stuff isn't gonna make sense. And so I always try to avoid using a script, but that's what I was trying here with this story. I'm trying to tell a story. I was trying to be a reporter here, and it's just not quite working out the way that I wanted it to, because there's probably some interesting things that I just forgot. But one interesting thing, so that Dave and I talk about a lot, is this idea of market burnout. And market burnout is essentially the fact that the good people that are out there, those people that actually like to invest in coaching, those kind of dream clients that do work and just actually like to progress in their coaching businesses or whatever. All those people, they've invested in coaching and they've been burned. I talk to people every single week, multiple people every week. I talked to somebody yesterday he spent $18,000 on like a speaking program, on a program that in a year was supposed to give him, guarantee him speaking gigs. Now, the thing he didn't know was that you were supposed to complete the course. You're supposed to complete this course within a certain amount of time. And he had he had to get like surgery on his teeth. He had like some kind of crazy root canal or something, and he had to actually get surgery on his tooth. So he wasn't able to complete this course on time. Oh God, somebody's calling my partner. I'm just going to disconnect my phone. I'm going to kill the people doing construction outside of my apartment. And I'm going to make sure that I never get interrupted on a show again. What happened, Dave? I saw that you got kind of booted out there. You there?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
I can't hear you. I can't. Can you hear me?
Yeah. How about now?
Can't hear you.
You're lying. You're fucking lying. I know you're lying.
Still can't hear you. What the hell?
Check, check, check.
Hang on.
I can't hear you, says Dave. You're lying. I know you're lying.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
Okay. No, he's actually not lying. Okay. How about now? How about now?
That's not going to help because I still can't hear you.
I don't know. Hey, how about check. Check, check. 1, 2. Well, I guess we're just going to take a nice long pause here. Well, that's okay. We're just gonna have to continue here without Dave for now. Dave too entered the studio. Okay.
No, I can hear you.
I don't know.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. Can you hear me though?
I can hear you. Yeah.
How about now? You hear me? Wow, now I can't hear you. Oh, did I mute your mic? Oh, because I muted this mic. Okay, good. Hold on. Unmute. God damn it. Can't unmute your guests because they chose to mute themselves. Okay, you muted. Mute the other one. Mute the phone. Mute your phone and not you, and not your computer. It says your computer is muted, but your phone is not muted.
Yeah, but then I do this, and then
Can you mute now? Mute your phone. Can you do that?
yeah.
Still getting feedback. Okay, hold on. Now I'm going to kick you here. Kick that guest. How about now? Can you hear me?
Okay. Can
You
you
can hear me
now?
now? Yeah.
No.
You hear me?
Hang on.
Check, check, 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, check, 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I going to do here? Good thing nobody is watching this.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Check, check. Well, not sure what to do about this. All right. We're giving up. Oh, okay.